Okay, welcome to episode 3 of Why Is My Home Not Selling? I'm Nick Greer. I'm a full-time residential real estate agent here in Houston, Texas. We're going to dive right in. Once again, not here to be me, not trying to pick on anybody. We're giving objective opinions and dissecting different products to explain why they may or may not have sold and or the problems that are obvious to me. So if this matters to anybody not from Houston, we're looking at an area of town called Independence Heights. All right, this blew up significantly in the past 5 years, since about 2018, 2019, because the growth, typical stuff, the growth in the Heights area, which is a much more desirable area and really, really caught fire in the last, 5 to 8 years. But in a nutshell, this area got priced out as far as the products, the type of things you can get. So the stuff that we're about to look at here, you used to be able to get in the Heights for close to the same price that it's priced now. But now these products are on the other side of 610 in a developing area, absolutely developing. There's no new restaurants. It's not walkable for the most part. If you go to this part of town in Independence Heights, you can find super decent deals. But you are absolutely buying next to a lot, next to a rundown home or an original home, next to some brand new construction, next to that could be a 2-pack or a 6-pack, like an independent little group of homes, next to what could be like a 20 or a 50 or even 60-pack. A small little development as well. So very much developing over here. The other thing to consider, the red dot is our subject property. It's in a flood zone, right? 500 a year. So if you're going to try to draw value from anything, it needs to be inside the flood zone. If you're pulling data from outside the flood zone, it needs to be used for reference or whatever it is, but be super, super careful when pricing homes for homes in versus out of the flood zone. So that absolutely makes a difference. Here to people, I was trying to checked a few, but we're going to, let me show you the layout of this home really, really quickly. And then I will show you some comparables as to why, the issues that this one experienced. So it started off at 550, dropped down to 490. It got removed from market. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't, but let's go through here. Freestanding home, private driveway. I can already, so this is the second level and this is the living and kitchen. So it's not first floor living on a 2-story home. That's a huge risk and it did not pay off for them. And I think that was, if I was the one on market with this and I was getting the feedback, I would bet 100% that I was getting beat up. People wishing that the kitchen was at least on the first level. Because I'll show you in a second other comparable homes that sold at lower prices that had more square footage and all of the same functionality of this one have a first floor living layout, which is what people prefer, period. So for you to price this home, you need to have looked at other homes with the living rooms on the second floor. The mistake that they made was they priced it up against homes with the living room and the kitchen on the first floor. The finishes of this home, I actually like a lot. I think these finishes are a lot nicer than some of the other comparable homes online. Like this is a really cool handcraft tile look that's popular in a lot of like higher end new construction homes right now. But like this is really cohesive. It looks clean. I like the finishes, the hardware. Like this is cool. I like this. And the size of this lot, the shape of the backyard, the shape of the home, the style of it, super, super common. So let me show you some. First, just have a look at this, right? We're dealing with an 1,800 square foot home, 3,000 square foot lot, $499. But remember, they started in the 550s. So just look at the baseline stats right here, right? 1,800. You can already see most of the homes, if we're going to start, where they are at or where they were and where they were trying to be, you're already pricing up against homes that are bigger than yours, right? And it's not necessarily getting beat up on lot, some outlier bigger lots here, but for the most part, bigger homes. These are 3.2s, these are all 3.2s. So that's going to matter. It's also going to make the price per square footage look much, much higher. So you're going to look higher in 2 ways. You're going to look higher from a sticker price perspective and a price per square footage perspective. So you better have your shit together if you're going to price up against. Now let's see what they're actually priced up against. I honed in on these because this is just kind of like, this is a little bit bigger, same size lot, roughly same size, super similar, and the style. Super clean. You can already tell we're on the first floor with the living. This is what's preferred, but this is freestanding, private driveway, similar type of, straight line, modern look. The subject property had a front patio, which is really cool, but it's off the kitchen. This one doesn't have a front patio. But they both have backyards. Again, you walk in, this is much more traditional. Like when you got to think about when you get home, you get your groceries out, you're going straight to the kitchen. Nobody wants to walk upstairs. Huge mistake. Like the mistake is because the behavior of people and their desires of what they want in a home and how they want it to function. So if you do something that's opposite of what people are intuitively wanting, like the subject property has way nicer finishes than this, but the layout's different and they suffer because of it. So this is first floor living. These are decent finishes. They're much more generic. It's way less original than the other home, but it is extremely similar. Flex space, right, on the second level. So this is just a better layout, period. $499. Actually sold it at $490. So here's another one. You got a front patio, freestanding, private driveway, also new construction. The other one had way better finishes. I can already tell. Like this is not a horrible idea, but it just, the other home beats it. So then why did this one sell and not that one? Well, again, layout. It really, really makes a difference. They have to do a complete reprice of their home to even begin to look at the right number. And they went under contract once already in the 470s. So right there, here's a mistake people make. Huge. Where'd it go? You know what? I'm getting myself confused with another property. That's why doing these live is fun. So here we go. Two extremely comparable homes, very, very different layout. Let's see if we can find a first floor living one really, really quickly. Or sorry, second floor living one. Really, really, ooh, this is cool. Freestanding, private driveway. Again, first floor living, it's going to beat you up. Smaller home, smaller lot, new construction. Let's see, really, really quickly. First floor living. So there you go. They probably are one of the only second floor living homes. Oh, we sold this one. So there you go. There's another one. Yeah, so that was a design mistake. We sold that one. So here. See if I can. First floor living as well. It may be that there aren't any. It may be that you have to go back even further to find it. So long story short, design and price. The aesthetics are killer.